Hey, this is for the Avery Baptist pastors today. I want to give you a word of encouragement. You know, when it comes to church revitalization, you got three things you got to watch. You got the man, the message, and the mission. Today, I want to focus on the man, mainly the Lord, but you, brother. How are you today? One of the things we've seen we tried to have the cohort this week, and we're going to retool that because I think a lot of pastors are maybe overwhelmed by the thought of revitalization, and well, they could just use some encouragement because it's hard. You know, I remember being a bivocational pastor, working on sermons on Saturday, working 2-3 jobs, and you pastor full time, but you're always not fully funded. And so I want to be an encouragement to you, and I want to read you in a passage to press onward. Here's the passage. 2 Corinthians, Paul writes this to us to remind us of the importance of our job and what we should be doing, and to warn us about a danger. This is a danger to you and to your church. So we do not lose heart. Though our outer self is wasting away, our inner self is being renewed day by day. For this light, momentary affliction is preparing for us an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison, as we look not to the things that are seen, but to things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are transcendent, but the things that are unseen are eternal. In this passage, Paul warns pastors that we don't want to get to a point. This is something even different than burnout. I think burnout is symptomatic of losing heart, but it's a point of utter despair. It's very much like Bunyan talks about in Pilgrim's Progress. It is to be taken into the chains and captive of the giant that is despair, and the despair that anything you're doing is making any difference. Maybe you feel that way today. Maybe you feel like nothing I do as a pastor is working. I'm making no impact in people's lives. I can't see any measurable, tangible fruit. Well, I don't know what I want to do, revitalization or anything like that, when I can't even get 40, 50 people to get along. Well, don't lose heart. Don't slip into utter despair. Though our outer self is wasting away, Pastor, I know you're tired. Pastor, I know you're probably sick. Be renewed internally. And then look what he says, for this light, momentary affliction. It doesn't feel light, and it doesn't feel momentary. It feels lifelong, and it feels very painful. But from an eternity perspective, from the perspective of the cross, these afflictions that we hold are light and momentary. As we look not to the things that are seen, but to the things that are unseen. And I want to close with this. This is an important reminder. God is always working, Pastor. You can't see it all the time. You don't know what God is doing and stirring. Just like you feel the spiritual battle in your own heart and the temptation to lose heart, God is also strengthening and renewing others. He is drawing people to himself. He is moving people from hostile to the gospel to slowly softened to the gospel, some quickly being softened to the gospel. In the meanwhile, you must fixate your eyes on Christ and make him your joy. You must be satisfied in Christ alone. Listen, as much as I love church growth and church revitalization and the fruits we got from those different things, at the end of the day, what will remain, what will be eternal, will be worship of the one true and living God in Christ. Relish in that, brother, and be encouraged and believe his word. Hope it's helpful. We're going to be planning a pastor encouragement night for their families, so keep looking for that. It'll be in March. We'll get you more details out with that. Probably going to be at Minneapolis Baptist Church, looking for some Chick-fil-A, looking for a little encouragement there. So we know that your time with your family is precious. You can all ride together and come together and stay and be encouraged with that. We'll let you know the details as we get closer. Probably going to be like right before March Madness, because I know North Carolina is a basketball state, as is almost every state I've served in. So anyway, if I can help you with anything or encourage you, please contact me. You know how to find me. Have a wonderful day.